Hi there everyone, welcome to TechRavers. After spending countless hours tinkering with handhelds of various makes and models for the past weeks and months, I realized that I had almost forgotten the primary purpose of these devices, to play games. However, my recent encounter with a new handheld device sparked a memory from about a year ago when a game-changing device hit the market, revolutionizing the way we look at retro gaming handhelds today. So for the past couple of weeks I have been revisiting the AYN Odin Pro, and I must say that after giving it a thorough reconditioning and updating all the emulators including the incredible Daijisho emulator front end, I was blown away by how far ahead this device was when it initially released about a year ago. Despite the numerous Android handhelds that have been hitting the market since then, the AYN Odin Pro continues to hold its place at the absolute top, showcasing its unparalleled performance. So before we jump into this video, let me just ask you to show some love by subscribing to my channel if you want more content like this in your feed. Now let's get to it. So let's just quickly go over the specs of the Odin Pro so that we know what we have here. It comes with a Snapdragon 845 CPU, and while that may be considered old by today's standards, the AYN Odin Pro sets itself apart with its active cooling system, enabling it to handle higher-end retro gaming systems with relative ease. For GPU, the Odin Pro comes with a Adreno 630 that can be clocked up to 787 MHz using the high performance mode. My model came with 128GB of internal storage, and there is a version with 256GB as well. However, the Odin Pro also has a micro SD card slot where you can put all your games anyway. The 5.98-inch screen has 1080p resolution and the aspect ratio is 16:9, making it perfect for some games that you want to play in that format. Older systems that you might want to play in 4:3 or 5:4 works great as well, and it will just add black borders to those games. The Odin Pro has a 6600 mAh battery that will give you many hours of retro gameplay. For connectivity, it has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5, and it can output video both via DisplayPort and HDMI out. Now let's talk about the controls we get with the Odin Pro. These analog sticks are the same sticks found in many other handhelds, not least the Nintendo Switch, so we can imagine there has been some quality checks before opting for them. What's nice on the Odin Pro, however, is that they sit much lower in the shell, making it easier to switch between various buttons and the joysticks. It also makes the Odin Pro much more pocketable than the Nintendo Switch. The next thing I want to talk about is the D-pad that I do love. It's probably my favorite D-pad design yet. I can roll the D-pad and pivot without any issues in games where precise input is a must, like fighting games for example. The action buttons use conductive rubber and the travel length is good, almost on the long side, and I prefer this design to dome buttons any day of the week. Another notable feature of the AYN Odin Pro is its exceptional shoulder buttons. The L2 and R2 buttons are analog and offer satisfying travel, providing a premium gaming experience. However, some users may prefer a clicking sensation when pushing the analog triggers all the way down, which is not present in the Odin Pro, as they are completely silent. Despite this, the overall quality and the functionality of the shoulder buttons on the device are highly regarded, adding to its appeal for serious gamers. The L1 and R1 are the clicky type, similar to those you find on a Nintendo Switch or Retroid Pocket 3 for example. On the backside of the Odin Pro you'll discover two additional buttons that can be conveniently mapped to suit your preference in any game. This feature proves to be especially nice in some emulation scenarios, such as with the Nintendo Wii, where additional buttons are often needed. This sets the Odin Pro apart from other handhelds that lack such customizable buttons, providing greater flexibility and control, especially for games that require complex input configurations. For software, the Odin Pro comes with a custom Android 10 build, and AYN has squeezed in their own launcher or front end here. There are a few things you can tinker with, like turning on and off the LEDs, but I'm not really a fan of it. Instead, the first thing I did when I revisited my Odin Pro was to install the Daijisho front end instead. Daijisho is a free software that you can get directly from the Google Play Store, and it will enhance your emulation experience a lot. I won't go through in this video what it can do, but there are other great videos out there who shows you what it can do. And if you swipe down from the top, you can easily access the Odin's overclock options, and you can also choose the speed of your active cooling fan. Before I dive into playing my favorite retro games on the AYN Odin, I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. Let me know what you enjoy playing on your Odin, or if you consider buying one, share what games you're excited to play on it. And if you're a fan of content like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay updated with new content.
Launcher against that vehicle. To select weapons, hold triangle and select an icon with the left analog stick.
Hello there, man. Guess what time it is? Yep. It's a freaking massacre! Ha-ha, yeah! Take the hell! Ha-ha-ha! Oh, use the armbar! Use the armbar! Go! 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 Fight! Oh, he's getting beat! It's a freaking massacre!
Once again, excellent work. As part of our required test protocol. As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2,
Target down.
UAV online.
Enemy contact.
UAV recon standing by. Repeat, UAV recon is standing by.
And that concludes my revisit of the AYN Odin Pro in 2023. If you're interested in purchasing this device, it's available for $239 on AYN's website. I will provide a non-affiliated link in the video description. Personally, I still believe that the AYN Odin Pro is the best Android handheld in its price range. I haven't come across another handheld that can run PS2 and 3DS games as smoothly straight out of the box with minimal tweaking required as this device. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it if you have any other ideas than mine, so feel free to leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.